So I was gonna say that everything you do, you make it up as you go.
Not always.
Oh, because I was like, do you do it like the night before? Like,
I used to when I first started teaching yoga. I'd had this whole plan, but it never worked out. Like something would happen, somebody come in with an injury or something.
that's what I thought. Because
Yeah.
one day I told you that I was feeling something like forgiving, and then you did a forgiving one. I was like, that's weird.
I try to be open to the like whatever's
Whatever's going on.
yeah. And lately it's just been like there's a lot of like heavy emotional stuff going on. So go ahead and bring your arms up. Heavy emotion, there's, moon energy and so I think it's important to acknowledge like your feelings and let those go, because when you hold them in and just let them fester, it creates blockages in your muscles, and we're always pushing those things aside, like I don't got time to deal with this. But go ahead and bring your arms down, forward fold. But that emotion is a signal from your body telling you that you need to deal with something. Same thing if we were to have like a slight pain in our body, or something else that a physical sensation that we're not acknowledging, it can turn into sickness, right? Same thing goes for the emotions. So when you're doing the forward fold, first thing, it's good to pedal your knees so you can kind of stretch out the backs of the legs. And then also make sure you're dropping your shoulders down in the neck. Releasing the neck away from the shoulders. And then come on back up. Let's twist. So well, I used to do in the beginning of the week, I used to do the flow class, and then I would do the yin class as we moved into the weekend, and that worked really well with everybody. But I really just try to read the energy of the people and my own energy. And now drop it down a little bit so you're letting your arms kind of flow in front of you. All the way back up. So taking the hands in front of you and lifting up. When you bring the arms down this time, we're going to slide them down the left side of our body, all the way down to our ankle. Let your head, neck, shoulders follow. Try to keep the knee straight. And make sure the heel is planted on the right foot. Sorry, yeah, the right foot. Did I say the right side of the body? I meant the left side. So you want to be nice and rooted with both feet. And then allow the head and the neck to come down. Don't try to hold anything up. Slide the hands back up that side of the body. Come all the way up. Lift up And then when you release, you're coming down the right side. Again, trying to make sure that your feet are rooted. Your knees are as straight as they can be, and you're releasing your head and your neck down. Come back to the middle. You'll walk your hands out into down dog. We're going to immediately just start moving forward and back. So you're going to sort of hover in a high plank and then take your body back. As you press your heels back, release your head down. So you're in this moving plank to down dog. And once you start to feel that movement happen, you can begin to roll your spine a little bit more. Creating space in all those discs. Just warming up the shoulders, the hips, the legs. Bring yourself just into down dog. Resituate your feet. Make sure your fingers are nice and spread. Really sink that head down. One more big breath here. And then you're going to take yourself all the way into mountain, bringing the arms up. And so we're going to move from this point, mountain or Tadasana, with the arms raised. And we're going to do like a cheater version of a burpee. So you're going to go back. Take your legs back and then come all the way back up, and you can do these as fast or slow as you want, but you're bringing your hands down, walking your feet all the way back and then back up, and making sure you're lifting your arms all the way up. If you're more advanced and you want to do the jump back, you can do that too. My body definitely wants to be eased into the day. But I'm still creating motion and moving energy. Come all the way back up. This time we're going to bring the hands behind the head. Push the elbows back, push the chest out. Keep the hips nice and square. Open up the arms. Squeezing the shoulder blades back. with the arms or the hands still behind the head, we're going to make big circles. So what I want you to do is step your feet out a little bit, bend the knees, and you're just going to take your elbows around. So try to make big circles, and then open up your arms as you come around. So you're stretching all the muscles that are around the rib cage and the upper back. So you'll go a couple of times around one way or a few times, and then go the other way. Back up. Hands are still at the back of your head. Now we're just going to go all the way forward and down, keeping the hands back. Bend the knees. Let your elbows fall forward. Big breath into the back. Place the hands down. Come onto your knees. So you'll balance with your left hand, and you're going to bring just your right elbow up and your knee. And what we're going to do is open up. So you're going to extend and then bring it in, elbow to knee. Just out to the side. This is for the obliques. That stabilization of the core actually helps build the strength in all the muscles, the abdomen. Just do as many as you can. Then we switch sides. Same thing, balancing on the right. Lift up that knee and arm. Extend out, crunch in. Come all the way back down. Open the knees up to the side of the mat, and you'll go down into child's pose between the legs. Bring yourself back up to tabletop. Take your right toe pointed out, and you're just going to lift like you're pumping your heel up to the sky or the flat of your foot. Small pumps. Remembering to breathe. Then you change the shape of the knee. So you bend the knee, flex the foot, push the heel up. Working on the hamstrings, the quadriceps, the glutes. Whew. Bringing that knee in, now a fire hydrant, so just bringing the leg out to the side. So if you do these at home, you just try to do them until you start to feel it, and then do one extra or two extras. Whew. Bring that knee back down. Whew. We're going to move to the other side. So it's left foot out, toes pointed, and you're just pumping the leg, short bursts up towards the sky. These will get your booty in shape for sure. Change the shape of the knee so the heel is up and the foot is flexed, pushing the heel up. Leg comes out to the side, fire hydrant. So just lifting over to the left. Bring the leg back in. You're going to come up onto your knees. Just flip your toes in. Intense toe stretch. So the further you lean back, the more you get that stretch on your toes and your foot. Roll yourself forward, bring your feet up. So wherever you want your feet on this one, you might have to just adjust it after we start moving, but I want to try to keep your hands down. You're going to bend your knees and then come up. So it's squatting, and make sure to bring the head up and the butt down when you squat. If that balance is hard, you can also bring your arms out in front. Pick what's easier, or what works, not what's easier always. Right? The next one you're down, I want you to hold it. Try to flatten your feet. So if you need to open up a little bit, flatten the feet, bring the butt down and the body up. Come all the way back up, take the feet out, down dog. Now we're gonna bring the right leg up and the knee in. Bring the right foot all the way up. Bend the knee and open the hip up. Whew. Switch sides, so left foot up. Point it and then start bringing that knee in. Foot comes up, point the toe, and then bend the knee, open the hip up. Take a breath. Bring the left foot up. Gonna make a 90-degree. Drop the right knee down. Arms come up. Push the hips forward and diagonally. Push the arms back. Right arm comes down to that foot, left arm comes back, twist. Keep that left arm open. Try to look back at that hand. Now we're just bringing it the other way. So left hand comes down, right hand comes up. Switch sides. So you're gonna, actually, you know what? Flex that left foot up, bring your head to your knee. Now let's switch sides. So bring right foot forward, left foot, you're on your left knee. So you're pushing forward, lifting the arms up. Left hand comes down, turning to the right, opening up the chest, looking back at the hand. Switching sides. Back to the middle, let the right foot come up, flex it, bring the head to the knee. And you're going to come onto your knees, just sitting onto your heels. So the hands are going to be on the legs. This is a spinal flex, so you sink the low back, round the shoulders, bring the head and the neck forward, and then reverse that. Sort of sliding the hands up on the legs, pushing the chest through the shoulders, lifting the head. Forward and back. Breath matches the movement. Come back to center. Now we're going to take it to the upper body. So it'll be arms up and then open. Up and then open. Arms come all the way up. Try to put the hands together. Point the fingers, so sort of like a Charlie Angel's hands. Making a gun or pointing with the pointer finger up, thumbs together. Make your spine nice and long. Easy, long inhales and exhales. Now your hands are going to come behind your back, palms facing outward. Elbows are sort of bent out. Lift your chin up. Open the chest, so roll the shoulders back. Chin comes down over to the left side, bringing the head down. Drop the right shoulder a little bit if you can. Rolling it over to the right, same thing, so you'll drop your left shoulder down. Chin comes down towards the right armpit. Release the hands and the head. The arms are going to come in front. So these are eagle arms. So left arm is on top, right arm scoops under, and just try to reach as far as you can. Bringing the arms together. Switch sides. So now the right arm is on top. Release the arms. Now bring them back behind you. Try to grab them. Grab your hands. Open up the chest. Try to lift the arms back. Release the hands, and now we're going to, one at a time, alternate, bringing the arm over and back, and then switch sides, sort of like a backstroke. And you can take your head and neck to follow that. Back to the middle. Ooh. Onto your bottom. Bringing the knees out in front of you.
Do your feet hurt from sitting like that?
Yeah. It takes a while to, like the tops of them. It's just from the weight of our bodies being on there. Sometimes my knees too. So you keep your knees up. We're going to twist to the right. So use that left hand to go across. Back hand is going to keep you up nice and straight, and just turn over that shoulder. Lift your right hand up a little bit and go back a little bit further, and then left arm is going to kind of come across. Stretching out the back of the arm here. So I'm doing a lot of stuff that is working on the upper, like the shoulders, the upper back. Because that's where we hold a lot of anger. And a lot of people repress anger and like to hold it within them because they feel like letting that stuff out could be detrimental to relationships, or you might say things that you might not mean, or but it's sort of like a pressure cooker. If you think, you know, eventually it's going to blow. So when we acknowledge those feelings, it's good to take a breath and try to feel what's really making us have those emotions. Go on to the other side. First, we're going to do the regular twist. And you lift up the back arm, take it a little bit further out, and then the right arm comes across. Come back to the middle. Feet come together, cobbler pose. So take a breath in as you lift up. Exhale all the air out. Go forward. And then all the way to your back. So I remember you saying one time that happy baby made you kind of angry and irritated. So the hips are another place where the storing of anger can be. We're going to do bridge pose. So nice and easy, just pushing up and then bringing the back down. And that's a pretty common place for people to release or start to move energy in that, because it is focused around a large area of muscles, but also that's where our root chakra is. And sometimes the anger can be stemming from childhood traumas, or the way we imagined our life would have turned out based on expectations we built up since we were a child. And, you know, holding on to that for a long time, or maybe some trauma happened when you were younger. If it's held on to because they were emotions that you couldn't that you couldn't release because you didn't feel comfortable or safe speaking to anybody about those, then they just kind of stay in there for the long haul. And when you finally start to move the body in a way, start to feel those things again, stirring up the root. Now start to incorporate the knees. So you're going to bring the knees in to the chest and then go back into that bridge. Now take your legs out nice and long in front of you. And your arms are going to go up above you. And you're just going to lift up a little bit and then lift a lower back down. So it's sort of a crunch. You don't have to come all the way up. Bring the knees back up, and you're just going to take them from side to side. So as we start to move into our meditation time, I want you to just, while we're rocking our knees, think about any time in your life or any anger that you feel. And this could be something that was recently triggered, or something that you know that you hold on to. And at what time in your life you experienced the trauma that caused the anger. How long you've been holding on to that anger. And where you feel it in your body when you think about it. So go ahead and take your legs out nice and long. Place your hands, one on your lower belly by your root and one on your heart, and we're just going to breathe a few moments thinking about these things. Start scanning from the top of your head into your face. See if you're squinching your eyebrows or holding tension in your jaw. Even in your neck and shoulders. Take a breath with these things and just allow them to relax. Let go of them. Let go of the tension wherever you might be holding it in your body. Allow your awareness to move all the way down your back. Into your hips. You can release your hands down now. And then grab your eye pillow if you want. I give you a little bit more essential oil. Huh? I know, right? Again, focusing on the length of your back, where your head touches the floor. Letting all the parts become heavy and free. And just let your breath take you deeper and deeper into this comfortable space. Each breath that you take, you just fall a little bit further, a little bit deeper. Really letting yourself flow into this beautifully relaxed state. Where the only movement you may feel is just the subtle inhales and exhales. Just watching your breath as it moves in and out of your body, gently, slowly. Allow your mind's eye to open and start to take yourself to a memory of a place where you were the most happy, the most joyful, free of stress. Maybe it's the beauty of this place, natural elements, somewhere in nature, or just a place that you really love to be. Scenic. Take in all the details of that memory. This may also be not a place or a location, but a memory that you had with people that you love in your life, and you had the feeling of joy and happiness and love just because these people are around you. Remember who's with you, what you guys were doing, all the details of the moment. So you may think about something that you were celebrating, or just a moment that was special to you. This could also be a time when you were by yourself. Having a sense of freedom, and a beautiful location. Smelling fresh air, or feeling soft wind or beachy air on you. Watching a beautiful sunrise or sunset. Wherever you are, allow yourself to really feel this moment. Feel it in your body. Immerse yourself in the memory. Know that this is a place that you can always return to. Anytime you're feeling stressed or sad, Now start to bring yourself back to your physical body, maybe bringing your knees in or up. Maybe taking a long stretch overhead. Gently allowing yourself to come back to yourself. And then when you're ready, bring yourself all the way up. Namaste. Really?